Hi, I'm Laura Ruth, and I'm an independent consultant with Usborne Books and More. Today, I want to share some of our newest reads for infants and toddlers, starting with Peekaboo at the Zoo. In this book, you get to visit all the animals at the zoo as you play peekaboo with them in this brightly colored book with these durable flaps that are actually built into the page, so it makes them very hard to mess up. And you get to play peekaboo, which is, every child's favorite. We also have some new additions to our Little Lift and Look series, which is also a flat book series that we have. So for your youngest dino lovers, 1 and up for sure, would love this book. And so you can see that you move the flaps to meet our, let's see, these are our fast dinosaurs. And these are our bumpy, lumpy dinosaurs. And so each page has at least 1 flap, some have 2. They're nice and sturdy. It has a cute little story that you follow as the spiky dinosaur becomes a great big spiky dinosaur at the end. Definitely check out our Little Lift and Look books for those early flat books. And so if you're like me, you have a lot of board books at your house, but I didn't realize what I was missing out when I wasn't ordering board books from Usborne Books and More, because they're sturdy, beautiful images. They're sturdy, they have beautiful images, and they are fun to read. So Chicken Licken is a story I remember from my childhood with Foxy Loxy and Turkey Lurkey and Ducky Lucky. So in here you can see Chicken Licken is starting quite the stir when it thinks about the skies falling, and you can see that Foxy Loxy's in here too. And this is just a fun story to read with your kiddos. The Dragon Painter is one of our other new board books from Usborne Books and More. And in this one, Shang, which my daughter likes it because she recognizes the name from Mulan, but Shang is the best painter in China, and he's asked to paint dragons on the new temple. But he paints them without eyes, and that makes the emperor unhappy, and he asks for eyes, even though Shang tells him that they're magical and he shouldn't do that. And you will have to read the book to see what happens after he adds eyes to his dragons. So definitely check these out. They're only $4.99, and they come with this QR code on the back where you actually can have the story read aloud too, if you need it to. We also have some new releases when mommy goes to work and when daddy goes to work. This is great to help those kids talk about those emotions when they're a little sad you're going to work and when you're sad you're going to work. I'm a teacher, and when I have to drop my kids off when they're crying at daycare on those kinds of days, this would be a good book just to remind them that I love them, and they can think of me while they're at school, and I can think of them while I'm at work. And they do. I love the images here because mommy's doing her work and the child is pretending to do the same thing at home while his grandparents watch him. So mommy goes to work and daddy goes to work. Definitely check those out. Speaking of lessons, does anybody else have kids that do not like to eat vegetables? My son loves them, but my daughter just doesn't. And so we're really working on trying more vegetables. And so I was so excited when we got the Veggie Squad series. And it has 4 characters: Ollie Broccoli, Super Crunch, Agent Tomato, and Sweet Corn. You get to follow these characters in their stories as they defeat the sweets. And so here you can see Ollie Broccoli makes the donut roll away as they're racing. He leaves the ice cream out in the cold. So not only are the images cute and funny and cartoon-like, it has some great play on words when it comes to what's happening in each picture. So definitely check out our Veggie Squad series. It actually comes in this nice sturdy box with 4 books today. And another new series we have are the Let's Go Shopping books. I have bookstore and farmer's market, but we also have supermarket and bakery. These are actually picture dictionaries, and so I'll show you farmer's market. The way it works is you have a super you have a shopping list and you have some images to go with the shopping list, and you're helping the bunnies shop for these things through here. So what I meant by picture dictionary is that you have all of these images with what they are underneath them. So you can help the bunnies find all of the things they need at the farmer's market until they get to the end and they get to take it home. Another way we like to read it at our house is we like to talk about what are our favorite things. What would we get? What do you think mommy would get? What do you think daddy would get? What would you like from the farmer's market? And so we get to talk about that as well as a family. So if you saw our Finger Wiggly's worms, and if you haven't, you definitely need to check it out. You need to check out that, our Finger Wiggly elephants and our Finger Wiggly monkeys. So you use your finger to wiggle throughout the story, and it has each spread. We'll have two. My daughter likes to actually read this with me to her little brother. And this page has you stretch their trunks way up high. So it's developing some great vocabulary as you read this cute little story about these little elephants. You can help them drink water here. And they go through this story and have a great time together until they see their friends at the end. So Finger Wiggly books are super fun and interactive for your little ones. Our pop-up books are another popular series that we have. We added birds, and I had to get it because my 1-year-old is obsessed with birds. That's the first thing we have to do every morning is go outside and look for birds. And you can see that our pop-up books, that it's hard to see a picture and understand how beautiful they are. But they are so extravagant, brightly colored, lots of dimension to them. And this also has a fun story, and it teaches a little bit about how these birds are using, they hover to suck up sweet, juicy nectar with their pointed beaks. So it talks about why they have pointed beaks. You get to learn that this flamboyance of pink, because a group of flamingos are called a flamboyance, if you didn't know. Here they are in the lake. You get to see penguins, and we love the owl at the end that helps us say goodnight as well. So definitely check out Pop-Up Birds. And lastly, I want to end with 2 of our new sound books. And so if you haven't heard our sound books before, because you have to hear them to know how awesome they are. The sounds are so realistic. They do so much research at Usborne Books and More to make sure that the sounds actually sound like what you're looking at. So let me turn it on. They all have a great switch on the back to save that battery. So here, you can hear the sea lions. You can also hear the seagull. Takes you right to the beach, doesn't it? You can see all the animals and hear them throughout the story, as well as touch all of these nice touchy-feely elements like these finger trails that are great tactile elements for little readers to get them actually touching the book. It also has fun cutouts where you can see here, I see the seagull through it, but then here, I see the boat through it. So this book really grows with your child depending on how you read it with them. So definitely check out our sound books, from our new seashore book to farms to dinos, all kinds of things. And now, my favorite series for any kid 6 months plus is Don't Tickle books. And this is our newest, Don't Tickle the Crocodile. So let me turn it on. And in this story, they tell you, don't tickle the crocodile, you might make it growl. So what is your child gonna do? They're gonna touch this nice touchy-feely spot that has a super sensitive sensor, and hear the crocodile. So they're really easy to touch. My 1-year-old easily can touch them and make the sounds go off. And then at the end of the story, they have a dance party, and it's so cute to watch my 1-year-old dance to this dance party at the end. So if you haven't, I'm going to cut it a little short because it is a fun little song to listen to. But if you haven't checked out, seen our Don't Tickle books before, definitely check them out. Crocodile and unicorns are our newest, but we also have hippos and bears and dinosaurs. But thank you for listening a little bit about some of our newest books for infants and toddlers, and I hope you head to the website to check them out or ask me any questions if you have them. Thanks.